experience would you bring to the position?
Well, here goes another attempt at lack of humility. I've spent the last 16 years, or I spent 16 years as a deputy director for the State Department of Mental Retardation and Developmental Disabilities. I was responsible for all legislative activities, all legislation, all administrative rule, all the governing statutes that govern our current system of developmental disabilities over the last 20 years, by and large, went through me. I understand how you put together, I understand legislation intimately, I understand how you put together collaborative partnerships to accomplish legislation. I handled a $1.5 billion state agency budget as I lobbied the legislature. And I understand today I'm the Director of Government Relations for a statewide provider association, again, governing services for people with developmental disabilities. Professionally, that's what I've spent my life doing. Volunteer-wise, I spent much of last year, as chairman of the Southwest Public Library levy campaign. So we talk about building collaboratives. We lost all eight previous attempts at a library levy in our communities. We put most of the people on this dais together under one umbrella, and we worked together to pass by a margin of 58% the first levy in the history of this community. So I would say we know how to put together.
Marjorie?
As most of the other candidates have said, most of us rely on our work experience as the basis for why we think we would do well in whichever job we're seeking. I'm the same. It's work experience layered on an educational foundation that I think is conducive and supportive of the duties of a city council person. I worked for Columbia Gas. I worked in a consensus basis, both on a national level for the trade associations for the natural gas industry. I also managed a bunch of professional attorneys as we ran an in-house law firm. We had to budget. We had to control that very difficult thing to control, outside lawyer fees. So, I am familiar with that. I serve as a director on the KEMBA board, so I have familiarity from that perspective with financial issues and with growing a company, as well as my own attempt to open our little law practice. I also teach, which is part of what gives me an interest in reaching out and trying to strengthen our educational opportunities. So it's my work experience layered on my education that I think makes me a strong candidate for a contributing member of council.